Guys, I'm back. This is going to be a really quick video. I'm not going to get into too much, but I've got loads of stuff to get on with this. I need to make a radiator fit. I got to make an inlet manifold so the radiator will fit. Do all the boost pipes. Got a different intercooler. Gonna have to change end tanks and stuff. And I'm working on a big brake kit. I've got discs, need to get calipers, and I need to get a new pedal box. But hopefully next month. It's MOT'd. But when I took it for an MOT, it overheated, or it was going to overheat. But apart from that, everything's sick. I'll insert a little clip of me reversing on here, because it's quite cool. Do like the 3 or 4 things to make it reliable, but also there's another big piece that I got for this car which is sick, and I got some video footage and I'm going to chop it and insert it. Even if I sound miserable, just ignore it. It's just I was miserable. I decided to bring the fuel tech down to the car so we can have a look by the car. So first off, I've got a Nano, which is, hang on, it is a wideband conditioner. God knows why Fuel Tech do it this way, but yeah, that basically gives you your readout and it conditions the signal and sends a CAN signal. I guess it's because CAN is more accurate. So that's what you normally have, or use some sort of Lambda controller. So my Lambda sensor plugs in to my Spartan 2, and if you have like an AEM or something, you might get a gauge with it, but there's like an extra wire coming off here that can go to a gauge. And then also I have like a 5-volt signal wire that comes back to the ECU, which is under there. And I know it looks messy, but it's actually organised. It just needs covering, but I don't want to cover it until I know everything works. And yeah, so I wonder if it's just a more accurate way of doing it, because I have read that CAN bus is like a lot more accurate or quicker or something, I don't know. And then here is the FT450. My initial reaction is that it's quite nicely made. It comes with this mount, and you have one plug that plugs the engine harness into here. If this was an FT550 or an FT600 or a 550 Lite, if it was any of those other options, maybe not the Lite, but certainly those top two, they have an extra socket, so you can run more inputs and outputs. What I want to know, this is the FT450, it's got a 4.5 inch screen, and I want to know if the FT600 has got a bigger screen, because that was basically my first reaction is, oh my god, the screen is tiny. And terrible dashboards are the reason why I didn't get a link, and also unless you spend like a couple of grand on a link, it doesn't give me everything that I need. And the plug and plays are still like £1,000, but I don't have a loom to plug it into, so plug and play was out of the question. So yeah, that's that. Now if we come down here, this is the dashboard I'm running for my Mega Squirt, which is 7-inch touch screen, and then this is the Fuel Tech, which is a 4.5 inch touch screen. Now what I'm hoping I can do is use the USB power from this dash to power up this dash, so we can have a quick look. I haven't done this yet, so I'm quite excited. Right, so I had to start again, so I'm powering this up. Oh, hang on, hello, this is fired up. Okay, I'm back, and I have powered both of them up so you can kind of get an idea of both. And if I'm honest, now that it's powered up, it doesn't seem bad at all. The size doesn't seem to be, like, it's well laid out, the font's easy to read, it's a clear screen. If we try and get where you can see it, double tap here and go back, and then there's all the cool things, like you can do all your adjustments, but you've also got drag race features, which is the whole reason why I wanted this. It doesn't look like you can scroll the screen by, you have to do this. There's loads of stuff, like a lot of time-based stuff, specifically for drag racing. So I look forward to getting into all that. Anyway, I think it's going to go somewhere like that. So it's as close, maybe like that, I don't know, like that. Yeah, so something like that would probably be totally fine. Anyway, let's get back to the normal video. Oh, and before I go, yes, I know the exhaust sounds horrific. And that is something that I definitely need to change. So that's going to be one of my next projects, is making a new silencer for the exhaust. Also, I've had a massive change of heart with this car, and I didn't want to drift it because I didn't want to ruin it, but I'm going to drift it. We're going to change the turbo. I'm either going to put a TD04 back on it or a TD05. I'll probably get a TD04 like hybrid from Max Peeling Rods. This car has literally sat since that last track day. I'll insert a couple of clips because my track footage video hardly got watched at all, and the dyno footage. I'll put in like 3 little clips, whatever. Make a new manifold, take the turbo off this. This turbo can go on Skyline, but I've lost the key for the Skyline. So I'm on that at the moment. I'm going to see if I can find a lock set and make a lock set from someone else fit, or take the lock to someone and have them take the lock apart and make a key maybe. But yeah, I'm going to put a turbo on that from this, the 3076. I really can't remember how much I've done that I haven't actually got on footage, because I don't think I've worked on this car at all. I need quarter panels, I need to paint the roof, I need to paint the arches and make the rear arches. So not very many jobs on this. Painting, arches, windows, and it needs tuning. And yeah, I'm going to drift this because it's just sat, and I'm going to send it. What does it matter? It's just a car, isn't it? If I ruin it, I'll fix it. Whatever. I got a question for all of you guys. In fact, it might be a bit windy. I'll get in here. Anyway, let's just have a look at stuff while I'm talking. I got a quick question. If you are an all-wheel drive Honda guy and you know the ins and outs of, you know, drag racing these all-wheel drive setups, when I was working on rallycross cars, we didn't run centre diff or a viscous coupler. It was just straight up 50-50 power distribution, front rear. What will happen if I lock out my viscous in this car? It's got full stock CRV trans, prop, diff, you know. Am I just going to break shafts? Am I going to break transfer case? Am I going to break gearbox? Am I going to break diff? these are the questions I've got, because I need to get more power to the rear, so I'm probably looking at putting locking plates in and just sending it. So yeah, if you know, let me know in the comments below. Wow, what a ride. Everyone had an amazing New Year and a great Christmas. Hope you all enjoyed spending time with your families, and mine was all right. I'm 40 now, so I don't know. Merry 40th to me, I guess.